Gundersen's ahead on the points. We wait for the start. We'll talk to you about what she needs to do once the race is underway. Brilliant start by Bratton and Anderson, but Gundersen's gone right up the inside from the back row. Gundersen goes from P6 up to P3. Magda's on the outside into turn one. She's going to try and find some traction, but she may well get squeezed out here. Roy Rass is alongside, a little bit of contact. Anderson ends up in front of Gundersen. Gundersen, P6 up to P3, back down to P5. So Magda Anderson up into P2 here, and leading at the minute we have Nordgaard.
And a great first corner from Magda Anderson. I tell you what, the Supercar boys might have watched that. There was a lot of grip and traction all the way around the outside.
They were tidy as well, weren't they? I mean, of course, only two of these teams are really up for championship standings here. No, with a need to worry about it. Two cars straight into the Joker lap now. So into the Joker we've got Bratton, Roy Rass, a third car in behind them, stock as well. So those guys are all in there now. And that, in fact, leaves Gundersen look free to go and try and catch up with the front three. Now, Gundersen, I say, has a championship lead. If Magda wins here and Gundersen is P3 or less, she becomes the champion. Other than that, it's too hard to work out because the points change pretty much on a lap-by-lap basis. So we'll bring you the title news at the end of the race. Gundersen down to the bottom of the hill. Nice kid, spoke to him on Friday. He's still ever so nervous in TV interviews. It's all new for him, but he's a great peddler.
Yeah, he does. Once you put the crash helmet on and get behind the wheel, all those nerves go away, and it's just you and the car, and it's a great place to be. Unfortunately, the driving is such a small part of it, and especially on this track where the lap is so quick. Although these semis are 6 laps, they get over in a flat.
We're on to 3 of 6 already. Gundersen, I think, might be falling into the classes of Bratton, Roy Rass and Stock. You can see from the tips at the top of your screen. Already jokers. We'll have a look at the lap times as they come around this time. They all jokered last time. But if Gundersen falls back behind those guys when he takes his joker, then that obviously could leave Anderson with enough of a gap. Remember, it's 8 for the win, then it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, but the gap between Gundersen and Bratton is only about 1.5 seconds, isn't it?
It is indeed, looking like 1.3, 1.4. Magda goes into the joker now, so do they think Magda's got enough to get out, or are they worried about the chasing pack behind? She's very, very careful on the throttle. She's going to go out. I think Gundersen's going to go by, but that won't matter. Brilliant timing of the joker, so Magda puts herself in a position to protect from the rear. Now Gundersen, the problem is Magda really could have done with winning this, and I guess they were hoping to just get out in front of Gundersen, so she doesn't want to be under pressure from those guys chasing from behind. I wonder when Gundersen will go to the joker. If he waits him and they're gaining on him, he stands to fall back, but if he goes now, he's going to end up in traffic anyway.
Yeah, exactly, but they're all behind him. I mean, he could back Anderson up into the others, but if I was Anderson, I'd have stayed out and tried to get as close to Nordgaard as possible.
Leader goes into the joker lap now, so Nordgaard has gone joker on this lap, leaves only Gundersen to do so. Nordgaard comes out, hoping to stay in P1, and does indeed. So had enough of a margin. Gundersen is in P2. This is going to come down to Gundersen's joker lap, whereabouts it comes out, and then what the points are after that. It could even go to countback between them. If it does, we think that Magda will get it by virtue of having more P2s earlier on in the season. We'll see.
Well, you're absolutely right, because Gundersen has to take the joker on this lap, and he's going to come out right in the pack as they go for the line.
Up and over the crest onto the gravel section for the last time. Anderson had a win earlier on in the season in Belgium, Gundersen in Sweden, but Magda has 2 seconds to Gundersen's third. Gundersen's got one last lap left to do the joker lap on, so Gundersen holding up this queue behind. Magda's not going to win this if Nordgaard doesn't have a problem. Gundersen, to me, Tim, he's in serious danger here of falling back behind 2 or 3 cars, losing 2 or 3 points, but he might have to hang on. If it's equal points, I think Magda takes it on countback, looking at the championship scores at the moment. Look how fast she's super late on the brakes. The car underneath is absolutely brilliant. I know she's looking to graduate to supercar next year. I would love to see that.
Yeah, we'd all love to see her again permanently in supercars. But watch for Gundersen taking the joker. Where's he going to come out? It's very slow. The pressure's on him not to overdrive it. He has to slow the car right down while everybody else is going to take it.
Anderson goes through too. How many cars is he going to lose spots to? Gundersen comes over the line in P5. Anderson in P2. So the points gap between them, it's too hard to work out. Nordgaard with the win. Let's congratulate him first of all. Great drive by Nordgaard. Best result of the season by a mile. Prior to that, only had a 6th in the final in Belgium. So really, really good job by Nordgaard.
Well, it seems that
Well, okay, we're hearing that Gundersen is championship by a point through the radio. When they're called Anderson and Gundersen, you'll have to forgive us for a pause. We weren't hearing the first part of the name. Gundersen, we think, is the FIA European Touring Car Champion by 1 point, so just held on. If he'd lost that one position on that last lap, that would have been terrible. Tim, I imagine in there, he probably doesn't know yet.
Well, he probably doesn't, but that Joker really nearly failed for him. He only came out in 5th place. If he'd lost another position, that would have been it.
Nordgaard takes the win with 8 championship points. Magda Anderson gets 5, then Bratton on 4, Roy Rass on 3, Ben Philip Gundersen on 2. There's only 3 between them. It was a 4-point gap, so Ben Philip Gundersen takes the title by 1 point.
Well, Ben Philippe, there's been a lot of maths going on. You are the Touring Car European Rallycross Champion for 2016. How do you feel?
Yes! It's a very good feeling. It has been a really tough weekend, but we made it. We got the points we needed, so very, very happy.
And in that final, knowing everything, the permutations of that race, what was it like going through the Joker and how slow it must have felt?
Oh, it was very terrible. I just had to come through the Joker and yeah, so yeah, it was very bad feeling when I had the Joker left, but when we came through, it was a very good feeling.
Now, it's been a great battle between you and Magda all season. A word for Magda at the end of this?
What?
Just a comment about Magda as a competitor.
Yeah, Magda is very good, so thank you for the great fight.
Thank you, well done.